Good afternoon. I'm here at IFPAC 2009, Gary Ritchie for Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Magazine. I'm here talking to Dr. Melvin Koch of the Center for Process Control at University of Washington. Mel has been one of the pioneering leaders in the area of Process Analytical Chemistry, as it was originally termed. Mel, let me ask you, quality by design is the focus of this particular meeting, but on the larger, grander issue, we have a new administration down in Washington. They're talking about jobs loss and how they can make things better for the American public. How does manufacturing figure into this? And how does certainly quality be designed? How would that figure into helping them?
Manufacturing obviously gets to be a broad term, but I think the needs that we're seeing evolving now are in the areas of food safety, food quality, and then quality of pharmaceutical bioproducts, consumer products, etc. And that's largely being manifest by, say, the supply and quality of additives to the various substances. We get into things like nutrients, additives, excipients in pharmaceuticals, foods, etc. And almost all of them turn out to be natural products. Natural products vary in their quality based on
seasonal changes,
geographical supply.
Yep.
And the thing that I'm seeing more and more of is the global purchasing aspects, where you can go out and purchase based on specs, but as you go globally, you find that the specs that were developed for one region may not suffice for that of another region. And then when you get into the subject here of quality by design, often in order to understand your process and product, you need to see what are those ranges of quality in your raw materials that can still deliver a quality product. And so you go through a study of what are the critical quality attributes of your various raw materials, of your processing, and then you determine the effect of changes of those to set up what would be an operating range, often called a design space. And the design space is something that if you operate within, you will be guaranteed that your process is in control and the product will end up being a quality product. And so what we're doing a lot of in our center and in the measurement community is to try to develop those monitoring tools which would help one to define the operating space, the optimization of a process, and finally developing control systems to guarantee that one's in that operating regime. And it's going to evolve. The aforementioned food area, we're seeing a lot of activity in that based on purchasing of materials, on additives, on things showing up in materials that were not expected. So there's a lot of concern. And the industries in the past, not necessarily regulated, a lot of guidance, but not regulated, certainly are looking to find monitoring tools to guarantee that they are in control.
The center has come a long ways. I mean, you've been doing this for quite a while at the university level. There's the possibility of technology transfer now. The science has matured. What do you see coming out of the development areas at the university that could immediately impact what the, let's say, regulatory bodies such as the FDA could have manufacturers of drugs use right away? What's the biggest technology transfer do you see that has the potential?
Well,
for instance, there's the Nessie thing. Beyond Nessie, what would you see as another possibility?
The Nessie you refer to has to do with new approaches to standardizing sampling. Sampling is a huge problem. Right. Because any measurement you do, if you don't have a representative sample, the measurement isn't of a lot of value in terms of setting a control system. So the platform that's been developed is one that, being standardized, will accept many different measurement tools. One of the advantages that's coming along is not so much any particular measurement tool. There's going to be a demand on whoever has a problem to tell us what is that they're trying to measure and at what level. But what we see is the advantage of arrays of sensors, where you can put a variety of spectroscopy, chromatography, different sensors into a system and be able to gather data and do these data handling technologies, the chemometric approach to making sense out of evolving patterns and which one can make decisions. So I would see that. Now there's different individual tools and also different platforms. One that we're involved with at the moment is to take advantage of radio frequency identification, the RFID used in tracking things, replacing barcodes in terms of identification, but trying to develop sensors that are based on that, which could move in processes and give position sensing in terms of what's happening in a bioreactor or fluid bed reaction, fluid bed situation, slurries, by having a sensor move around and interrogating what the conditions are and what's happening.
That's all very interesting, Mel. I see you have a symposium that you have to get onto this afternoon. I want to thank you for being here today and working with me and Emil and Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Magazine. It's always good to see you.
Thanks.